Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here sitting in my kitchen today because Adam is napping and I can't be upstairs right now. I'm gonna wake him up. So I'm just here drinking my electrolytes and we're gonna have a little talk about my gastric sleeve surgery. It's been a while that I don't really talk about it. Like, I don't really share like my day-to-day because honestly, it's like each person has their own journey. Everyone is different and I don't want to set any expectations or maybe give false hopes, you know, or anything like that. But I've gotten so many questions on Instagram. I've actually had a couple of friends do this surgery already and they, you know, are very excited. They did great. Everything went great and they're losing so much weight. Their health is improving like dramatically, just like mine. And, you know, it is a very exciting subject and it is something that I guess we don't hear about often, so I definitely want to share everything I can with you guys. So I'm going to just kind of go down memory lane in my head since I don't have a lot of time. Adam is napping and I want to make sure that if he wakes up I can just wrap up the video and go upstairs to get him. But yeah, let's get started on the video. Okay, so for starters, I had my surgery 6 months ago, so I am going to do some blood work this week to check up on my status to see how my iron levels are. Basically everything to check, you know, your weight, your insulin levels, your iron levels, make sure that you don't have any deficiencies, you don't have anemia or anything like that. So in terms of checkups, I had checkups every single week up until I think the first month. I documented everything that I could on my Instagram. So if you follow me on my Instagram, you probably know a little more than a lot of people watching this video for the first time. But I do have a highlight saved on my Instagram for my gastric sleeve surgery. And I feel like those notes are way more accurate when it comes to like the first 3 months of what I lived through. Because they were in the moment. Now that I'm trying to remember things, it's different. You know, some of the information is blurry, but I'll share everything I can because I want to give a 6-month post-op update. So basically, you know, I had a weekly surgery, a weekly appointment, sorry, every single week up until the first month. Then after that, it was every 2 weeks. After I had 3 months post-op, that is when I had my last appointment with my doctor. She, you know, sent over some blood work that she wanted me to do. And because my surgery was in Dominican Republic, I had to get my doctor here, my, you know, general doctor, to get those written out for me. So my doctor here sent over all the lab work that I needed to do by guidance and suggestion of my doctor in Dominican Republic. So I definitely followed up with all of my check-ins, all of my blood work and everything like that. I know that when you're getting surgery in a different country, it's kind of scary and a lot of doctors kind of like are very sensitive about that subject if they were not the ones that performed the surgery. But you know, in my case, thankfully everything went great, and on my 3rd month I was able to just go to my regular doctor here, and I was actually due for my annual Checkup. So I used that up from my insurance, and they were able to send over all the lab work that I needed to do. So once that lab work came back, I had a Zoom meeting with my doctor in Dominican Republic. They went through all of my labs and checked off that everything looked perfectly fine. I was losing weight, right on track. And yeah, I was super excited. I think at that point I had lost like 45-ish pounds. And after that, after the third month, I want to say, my weight loss has slowed down, but it's never stopped. And that is something that I want to put out there. If you just had the surgery or planning to have the surgery, at first you're going to see a massive amount of weight that you're just losing. Like if you just sleep and you wake up with 5 pounds less. But honestly, it's a process. Like after that third month, fourth month, like every month it goes slower and slower and slower. And that's when you really have to evaluate the things that you're eating and what you're putting in your body. Because after the third month, at least in my experience, they had already checked me off to eat, kind of normal. I was able to eat some rice. I was able to eat regular foods like, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, this and that, like whatever foods I wanted, to be honest, but always keeping it on the healthier side. So definitely not McDonald's, not chicken nuggets, not fries, or pizza or anything like that. But from the third month that you have your appointment, I wouldn't be like having regular appointments with my doctor that performed my surgery up until 6 months. So now is when I'm going to have my 6-month checkup with my doctor after I get some blood work done this week. So I'll probably know more about how my body's doing next week, but I feel great. I really do. I will say though that ever since I had the surgery, I definitely have lower energy than what I had before. I constantly have to be hydrating. If I don't hydrate properly, I definitely feel it. I feel run down. I feel groggy. I don't want to do absolutely anything. But it could be a combination of a lot of different things. It could be the fact that I eat very little calories throughout the day, and maybe the foods I picked for that day or that week weren't necessarily the best foods. And when I say that, I say it because a lot of people think, oh, you're gonna have this surgery and you're magically gonna, lose all this weight and be healthy and great. And for me, at least, it hasn't been like that necessarily. I definitely have to watch what I eat. I make sure I eat greens every day. I make sure I eat my fruits. I eat protein-rich foods, or I add protein. For example, drinking a protein shake in the morning. Sometimes I drink 2 protein shakes a day because I want to make sure I'm giving my body what it needs. And then another thing is that I drink electrolytes every single day. So every day I fill one of these up and I put my electrolytes powder in it. I will link everything I use, everything that's useful down below. And now that I think about it, I probably should make a video about that because I think you guys are gonna love all the things that I found in this process. But anyways, these are my electrolytes, and from Go Ultima. I love them. They taste amazing. They taste way better than Gatorade. They taste better than any Pedialyte. Like it does not compare. It tastes amazing. 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbs, obviously. And it's great. It really hydrates you throughout the day. So anyways, I make sure I hydrate, make sure I eat my proteins, my veggies, and I, mix it in with some fruit, Obviously, I eat some things sometimes, or I snack on some chips and guac, you know? It's like not gonna destroy your whole path to your weight loss or to your health. But you definitely have to be conscious of at least making sure that, you know, 80% to 90% of your day is based on healthy options, because if not, your body will feel it. At least that has been my experience. I get really tired, really groggy. I just cannot function for the life of me if I have little food or not enough protein during the day or no veggies. Like sometimes I will wake up craving broccoli or asparagus or anything, and that is my body telling me, hey, I need this. Like, you haven't been giving me this and I need it. So just make sure you're following your doctor's directions at all times. Make sure, honestly, the food portions of it will come along. After the second month already, I started learning how much my body could take, but sometimes I still measure it. So I will link below a little scale, food scale that I bought at the beginning of my journey, and you can basically just put your food on the scale, place it on the scale, and you can see how much food you are eating. So at this point, I still can only eat about 3 ounces of food, 3 to 4 ounces of food, if it's solids. If it's liquids, then I can drink about 6 ounces of liquids during a sitting, right? So if I'm having breakfast, I have to make sure, you know, I drink my coffee in the morning while I'm doing stuff, while I'm prepping my son's breakfast. And then when it comes to breakfast time, I don't have anything to drink at the same time. I make sure I only have my breakfast. That way I can have space for my breakfast. And what I normally have for breakfast is one egg. I can't eat a lot, obviously, so I always make like a good balanced choice depending on what I'm craving that day. But my go-tos are definitely protein shakes, and I buy the vanilla protein powder from Orgain. And the reason why I buy it is because it actually tastes really good. It doesn't taste bad at all, and I always buy vanilla because I like to save money, and I feel like if I buy all the flavors that they have, I will still get tired of the same flavors. So I always buy vanilla, and I go ahead and mix in the protein shake, whatever flavor I want for that day. So I always have frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, frozen mangoes, frozen bananas. Like, if I see that my bananas are gonna go bad in the house, I cut them up, I peel them, cut them up, put them in a Ziploc bag, and put them in the freezer. And then whenever I'm having a protein shake, I'll put a tiny little piece of banana, 2 frozen strawberries, and then I go and add my low-fat milk and my protein powder. Delicious. You should try it. And I almost always put a little piece of banana in it because the banana gives it like a more dense texture and like sweeter too. But it's only a tiny piece, but it definitely goes a long way. If I want something salty, then I'll go for eggs any way you want them. Sometimes I eat them runny, sometimes I eat them hard-boiled eggs, sometimes I have just like scrambled eggs, normal. Sometimes I add a little bit of low-fat cheese on them. Sometimes I add a little bit of turkey slices. And I just kind of always am aware though of the sizing of the portions that I can eat, and once I see it, I know I'm only going to be able to eat half of this of what I've made. So just keep in mind that at my 6-month post-op, I'm only able to eat 1 whole egg and probably a 1/4 of a piece of toast. I know that sounds crazy, but not even a third, not half of it. I know it sounds like very little, but it's not, because then there comes snack time and you can have your protein shake. And then for lunch, you can have real good piece of fish with some steamed broccoli, or I like them I like to put them in the oven because they get like a little crunchier and like more flavor in it. So that's kind of like what I eat throughout the day. If I'm out and about, I definitely get a Starbucks, some kind of drink from Starbucks, but I always ask for it unsweetened, and if it has any cream or milk or anything in it, I always do fat-free. So, you know, I still drink the things that I want to drink and eat the things that I want to eat, but I make them a little bit of a healthier version of it. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm a Starbucks girl, and I love my Starbucks. Every time I go out to do errands, most of the time I get one, and because I can't drink that much of it, I only drink about half of a grande iced coffee, and then the other half I will save it for the next day. It's kind of like a win-win situation, because I still get my coffee intake, I feel full, and then I still have my same drink for the next day. And even if I don't get to go out that day because I was busy at home or I couldn't stop at Starbucks or whatever, I still have a Starbucks drink in my refrigerator. This might sound ridiculous and like pointless, but if you're like me, then you know what it feels like. And then moving on to workouts. So for workouts, I want to put it out there, I've always liked to work out, but I'm not like a gym rat. I'm definitely not the most outdoorsy person, but I do like to be active. So I make sure right in the morning, right when I wake up, I don't care what I look like, I get on the treadmill for 20 minutes. We have a treadmill in our garage. You can buy one for cheap. If not, then go on a walk on your neighborhood. That is one of the main things that my doctor pointed out to me, is you have to work out. This is going to help you with your skin. This is going to help you with your muscles to not lose your muscles. And this is going to help you for energy. Whenever I don't work out, I have less energy throughout the day. When I work out in the morning, I have more energy throughout the day. So it's that simple, honestly. Work out in the morning or work out at night, work out in the middle of the day, whenever it works for you, but try to work out once a day, almost every day. It's a priority now. After going through this entire process, like, you know, that is what we did it for. We did it for because we want to be able to be active and not be in pain, because I wanted to make sure I could run behind my son and not be out of breath, because I want to go up the stairs and not feel like I have to stop halfway there because I can't catch my breath. So those are the little things, and if that's going to help me improve my health, and that's going to help me with my weight loss, and that's going to help me with my skin and everything else, I will definitely do it. It's a very, very low effort thing. I do 20 minutes on my treadmill on an incline, and I just try to push myself every day as whatever I feel like that day. Some days I don't. Some days I push way further. I go faster or higher. Some days I don't, but I'm still being active. I also do some weights. You can pull up any videos or IG TV, videos of different workouts. So what I do is that, like on Mondays, I will do lower body. On Tuesdays, I'll do some abs, which abs you can only do after like the 4th month or 5th month, and very little, because your incisions might still hurt a little bit. For me, at least, they were a little sore still, like a month ago. So I would say at 5 months, you could start probably doing a little bit of ab workout. And then on Wednesdays, I'll do upper body. So I try to like alternate, you know, maybe on Thursdays I will only do cardio. It really depends on my schedule that day. It depends on the time that I have. And I feel like not putting myself in a box of this is what I have to do today is what helps me. I just wake up with the mentality of I'm gonna get a workout in, doesn't matter when, what time, whatever, but I'm gonna do it. And I don't know what type of workout. Once I'm doing my treadmill, I'll get the feel for my body and how I'm doing, and I'll either go for it or I'll just, you know, keep it clean and simple today. So that is definitely my recommendation. So now that I've talked about food and workouts, I want to talk about supplements. So for supplements, they recommended me to do always the chewable vitamins because they're better to digest for your new stomach. And at least for me, that did not work. And I'll tell you why. I didn't like the fact that the gummy vitamins were so sweet. They would always stick to my teeth, and with time I started feeling like repulsed by the taste and the smell of it, and I could not eat them for the life of me. So I did some research and I found out that liquid vitamins are actually absorbed better and faster by your organism. So like your body absorbs better something that is liquid form. So I looked up some, you know, liquid form vitamins that I could take every day, multivitamins, and I'm supplementing it with a liquid collagen as well. I will link them below. Honestly, they taste amazing. They make me feel so good, amazing. I've never felt better after post-op, to be honest. The gummies, they were just not doing it for me. They were not giving me the benefits that I was expecting. And now that I switched to liquids a month ago, I can honestly say like my life is so much better. So if you're feeling kind of low and you're feeling like, you know, something's not working out for you, or you feel weird or groggy, first of all, talk to your doctor. But, you know, do some research online, and maybe, you know, when you talk to your doctor, you can be a little bit more informed of what is it that you're feeling, because I didn't know what it was until I sat down and I really started analyzing my day, and I said, I'm eating well, I'm drinking my water, I'm drinking my electrolytes, what's happening? And that's when I realized I'm not really drinking my vitamins every day because I hate them. So that's when I started looking for other options in the vitamin world. I showed them to my doctor and it was approved. So make sure that anything you start taking, show it to your doctor just to make sure you're good to go. They're gonna wanna see the back, you know, where all the ingredients are and all the stuff. So make sure you take a picture of it and send it over. Maybe send it over to the office, and the nurses there can show it to your doctor, whatever works for you. But for me, at least, liquid vitamins have been a life changer, and liquid collagen too for my hair. I was already losing all of my hair. My skin was extremely dry, which is why now I've moved on to oils for my skin and butter for my skin. I will also link below my favorite body skincare products for dry skin to help. The drier your skin is, the more flaccid it is going to be. I don't know if that's the word, but that's the word I'm coming up with. But basically, if your skin is not hydrated, it's gonna sag, it's gonna wrinkle. And because you're losing so much weight already, your skin is already losing a lot of water, a lot of collagen, a lot of elasticity, and that skin has been stretched out so much already, so it's gonna be really hard to go back in. If not impossible, but we do the best we can, right? By working out, hydrating, and making sure we're nourishing our skin. So I'm gonna link below my favorite skincare products that I've been using, that I've looked through everything. You know, I've bought the Mederma, I've bought the all the stuff, the Palmers. I've bought the bio oil. I've had them all, honey. But I'm gonna show you the real deal. And I'm gonna link it below. So make sure you click on it because it's gonna be a game changer for you. Just like it's been for me. I've had friends and family get them already who have dry skin but didn't get my surgery necessarily. This is not for someone who just got surgery. This is for someone that has dry skin. And they are just blown away. Like, my sister was like, I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. And it is so underrated, but it's my best kept secret. So I'm gonna link below all of my best kept secrets for my weight loss 6 months post-op for you guys down below. So make sure we check out those links. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Also, go to my Instagram at Cristina on the Run and check out there my highlight where I have everything saved, where I gave all the updates. I've been giving a lot of updates there up until month 3 or 4, which are the most important months. This was just a little wrap up just to make sure we're all caught up with any like questions that you guys have or info. Oh, and just FYI, I've lost 60 pounds already, almost 65. So I'm very excited. I'm focusing now more on, strength. So when I work out, I make sure I hit those muscles with the weights or some at-home video workouts for my legs and my belly and my arms, and taking care of my skin, taking care of my mental health, my emotional health, which is the most important, and always keep my chin up because I made the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, guys, aside from having my son Adam, which I love so much, and he's adorable. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will link below all of my faves and all the things that have helped me in this process below, because I think it would be so helpful. I will also link below some scar gels and creams and like silicone strips that I've been using for my scars, because that is very important, at least to me, and I've been using them religiously ever since I was cleared, which I think it was like after a month post-op, I was able to use all those scar creams and all the stuff. I will link them below for you guys. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that's about it. That's all the info that I have to give for you guys. Again, if you have questions, leave them below. I will link all of my goodies below. I will try to find some discount codes for you guys to use, and follow me on Instagram for more. Thank you. Bye.